Hi guys, today I wanted to talk about the noises that exist in our life that you know blocks our mind, our let's say thinking, clear thinking, right? It's like bad habits, I would say. The first is music. I noticed that people listen to music a lot. They always have their headphones on, and then everywhere in the bus, in the airplane, just outside, they always listen to music. It's like, you know, you can't even go to the outside for a 5 minute walk without music. People just always, plug their, now wireless headphones and then go out listening to the music because they can't exist without it, which actually not good for your brain because your brain is always working and feeling this emotional roller coasters, I would say, because when you're depressed and you listen to the sad music, then you go deep down into this negative emotions even more, which is not good. And all of us, go through some problems in our life, and every music will trigger something inside of you emotionally. That's why the music is so popular, for people, because it goes deep down into your soul. And I will share with you that I don't listen to music. I just don't like. I don't wear earplugs and then go outside. Very rarely, if I cycle my bike, maybe I can put my headset and then listen a little bit to a podcast, maybe to music a little bit, but not like I'm addicted to it. But I remember on an airplane, I talked to one person. This person just was addicted to music all the time, even like 5 seconds, always like listen to music, and then yeah, it's very bad, very bad. It keeps you like always energized, kind of. You think so if you listen to different styles of music like rock or I don't know, pop music, house, deep house or sound, like different nightclub musics, electrical musics. It makes you feel a lot of emotions, a lot of hormones are released, like dopamine and so on, but it's not good for your brain, and you're always addicted to it because I remember one story, one advice actually, when it's just good to sit in a bus or in public transport, for example, or even in your car, and without anything, without even radio, just listen to the or watch outside world. Just don't look at your phone or your smartphone, because we're 24/7 in our screens. Yeah, just look outside, look at the nature around you, look at the people, look look at the sky, the natural sceneries. It's all That's how our brain relaxes and rests and develops after you study or work hard or talk to people or do some sport or other activities and some stress. Your brain needs to have some like lonely time, like safe space when you are in a natural environment, but without any electronics. That's how our ancestors used to live. They didn't have any electronics, and whenever they go out of work or out of school, they just observe the environment. They are present in real life, not like today. Just I walk in the bus because my car leasing is over. I walk in the bus and I see the people are sitting. Everybody's just heads down in their phones. It's like it's not good for your neck at first. In the first place, because your neck is like always this, and your eyes always are concentrating. You know, and you have also this mobile data coming from the satellite, also extra radiation. You know, and people don't enjoy the environment. They're always in the phones. I rarely look at my phone, only when I message to my family, like if I'm going, or what do I need to buy in the groceries, or do you need something. Just asking, replying, getting message, done. I switch and I put on an airplane mode, so that I don't get this radiation all the time, because I want to I want to save my testicles, for future. So that's why I keep my phone also in my jeans, somewhere in the pocket, close to my body, which is not safe for you if you always have it on, and also internet on and mobile data is coming in and coming out. That's why you can now imagine, right, how I don't listen to the music, because I just can't listen to it because I'm offline. If I go out, I'm offline. My phone is just smartphone without internet, like how it used to be, without even no mobile network, because I know that like nobody's gonna call me, or I'm only needed in the next half an hour, 1 hour. I'm just offline, keeping my phone just for the time, even though sometimes I have my watch, but just I have my bus ticket or something else in my phone, and that's why I need to have my near by me. So, but you can imagine how independent I am from this addiction to listening to the music all the time, to the concert. I wasn't trying to focus on the smartphones, because it's obvious that all of us are addicted to it, right? I am also. I don't hide it. I use it all. I use it all the time, at my work, at my at doing something, at chatting and Instagram, and some entertaining myself. That's unavoidable nowadays. I tried to do some detoxing from it. It worked, but I try to keep it balanced now. So like I use it to follow some news of artists or of people who are important to me. Yeah. Of course, there's a lot of things to improve yet, because I want to share my own thoughts on social networks. That's why I keep them. But all in all, we understood. Try to stay away from the music, from your headset. Try to do something, like some planning. Just ask ChatGPT or other AI to give you advice how you can plan it properly, so you don't just unplug. Better, it's the best to unplug it yourself from the music completely, and then just listen to it in the evening, maybe, or in during the sport maybe, or just watch a music video and like enjoy the music, 1, 2, or 5, I don't know, but not listening like constantly, keeping your brain the music. That's exhausting for your brain, not healthy. Already scientifically it's proven that electronic music is not good for your health. The classical music is, but not electronic ones. Instrumental ones are good, yeah. Yes. So second, noise. Also, I don't want to rush. I try to speak as my mind, as my thoughts are flowing, so that you are with me. Like I'm your friend and you are in my environment. Because I'm also I was nervous in the beginning to make the videos, but to record the video, right? Because I've been planning to do this a long time ago, because I have so many thoughts to share with people. Because I have a minimal, like, bad habits. I would assess myself like this. Maybe you can ask my wife if I'm right or wrong, but I don't smoke, I don't drink alcohol, I don't watch porn, that, because I know that's a big problem now. It was as from the beginning, but now it's like at highest peak, I guess, after Corona. So yeah, actually, that was the second point that I wanted to point out. It is just a porn noise, the noise of porn and noise of this sexual content that we are exposed to, but especially porn. So I used to watch porn, of course, because I was young too when the internet just came up to us, back in 2010s or something. I was in high school, so, and every healthy adult just watched or watches YouTube, sort of porn, right? But it's very bad, it's very bad. I haven't watched for a long time, and thanks God I don't anymore. So it gives you a lot of problems. a lot of, not only physical but also psychological problems, because you're not only supposed to reproduct, right, with other people. So you're supposed to get married, to find yourself a couple, get married, and make offsprings. That's what your sexual nature is for, right? Your animalistic sexual nature is for. But also psychological, also, which also makes you completely introvert, or extra. It makes you think bad about women. I'm talking more to the guys, to the men, because they have the biggest problems with porn, as I kind of researched and then heard stories. Psychologically, you block yourself from exposing, from talking to women, because you don't need it anymore. You watch porn, or you're twice as excited about it, twice as horny. You get crazy, and you get pervert too much, and then you can get just too much violent towards women, so which is not good also. Therefore, also the energy. I mean, maybe some of you don't believe in this. I believe, at least, because I believe in God. So there's bad energy in porn also, because people are not supposed to expose their, first of all, private parts, right? And second of all, private, intimate actions, which is sex, right? Intercourse. You're not supposed to do this. And that's why when people do this, people watch this whole activity, it's full of bad energy, and it just is thrown at you. It's just thrown at you, and you absorb it, because we're like sponges, right? We consist 80% of water, so we're like water, absorb this energy, absorb this negative energy, and think like nothing is fine, just one time jerk off, that's it, and nothing but that you keep thinking about every night is coming probably, and you're like, oh, what should I do? Maybe watch porn, which is not good for you. That's why start quitting that immediately. You don't need this if you don't have a girlfriend, especially, because it makes you stay away from girls. Just find yourself a girlfriend. But my advice, if you're adult enough, and it's better to get married as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Once you get married, all your satisfactions are closed. You will grow faster. You'll become a real adult. Yeah, that's my suggestion is. And I'm not professional psychiatric. I'm just telling from my experience, as a friend advice, friend advice. That's a big problem in our society, and I've heard of it. And also, your brain with porn becomes too pervert. You look at women just as a sexual object, which is bad, which is very bad. You have to look at people, at persons at first, and see their human nature, at first, right? And the intellectual human nature, not as a sexual object. Yeah, same applies to the women, but they are in less, I guess, in less degree, because it's mainly men are exposed to porn, and the porn is actually mainly made for men. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that much, because I think you got my point. So the third noise from this 3 noises series is entertainment. Obviously, I mentioned in the beginning, the Instagram Reels, TikTok videos, and YouTube, and Netflix, and all the shows and platforms that we use, Snapchat, and so on. It also makes us, distracted a lot if you have your personal goals or personal plans, and you just waste your time on that. I have problems with it too, because I'm a human. I watch a lot of YouTube. Primarily, like, I try to excuse myself, like, I know I want to make my YouTube videos, and that's why I want to watch some content. But not only for that, but also just to entertain myself, just to spend some free time, and it just absorbs not only free time but also important time sometimes. Even taking time from my family, and I just want to watch something. We don't watch Netflix yet. We want to get some subscription, not to make it as a not very abusive like entertainment, but just maybe one series per day or per 2-3 days, just to be as a family to watch something together, because we spend our free times with my wife separately now, watching watching something separately on our own, which is not good. I watch YouTube. She doesn't watch YouTube much. She watches some Korean drama. Yeah, so that's why, and I know people can just watch TikTok infinitely, or Reels, especially our kids. Small kids are exposed to it, and you probably have heard of the term brain rot, right? Your brain is just receives those quick, like sugar information, like sugar quick emotions, and hundreds of them very quick. And all those videos are made to feel you excited a lot in the beginning, so they have a higher view count. And yeah, you waste your time. Your brain becomes stupid. It becomes slow because it's used to very easy, quick content. It's not used to to the proper information, to the big texts, to the books or like lecture. You can't control yourself. You're like, oh, I need to watch this. And I also happen to have this feeling, because I'm honest with you, right? Like, I want to watch another YouTube something, like, just and the later it gets, the more later it gets. By the time, I mean, like, 9-10 p.m. I'm like, I want to watch more of the content. Like, I want to watch whole YouTube, even though I finished watching some of the shows that I know, or some of the news. Okay, it's not enough. I want to watch something even more. I want to watch 10 times more, whatever I can, listen to music and this and that, and all types of videos at the same time. I Sometimes I go crazy, and I understand what you feel, when you're exposed to a lot of entertaining stuff, and it's a noise that keeps you from your personal growth, from whatever you need to achieve, from whatever targets you have, whatever goals in your life you have, university or school, or I don't know, work, company, whatever. It's just distraction. That's why you have to. We cannot get rid of it completely, except like porn. Like you have to do this right away. Porn is not for you. And music also, it's easy to unplug and never put your headphones again. I have my, AirPods. I never use them again. Especially AirPods are very dangerous, very 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 bad for your ears and your brain. Better use some big headset. I bought some Sony, this big headsets, wireless, and they use it also readily, just to sometimes have calls, with clients, or sometimes when my daughter sleeps, then I have to put them on, so I can watch something silently. Yeah, so those noises are in our life already, but you already know how to get rid from the first two of them. The last one, entertainment, you have to reduce it. It's like a poison. When you get a little bit of poison, it's like a medicine. But if you get a lot of poison, you can die from it, right? And of course, you will not die from the entertainment, because you live, you eat and sleep, hopefully, right? But it kills your time. It kills your, best moments with your family, with your friends, with your close ones. It kills your dreams, because you spend a lot of time not on your personal goals, but rather, you spend on those entertainments and videos, YouTube videos, shows, and whatever. Yeah. Yeah, so I have to go now. I have to do some other things, but I wanted to make this video as friendly as possible, so as comfortable as possible, so you feel me, you feel my support, you feel my energy and my advice. Yeah, just because I know how people feel. I understand them. I'm very um, empathetic. I'm not English isn't my native language. Empathetic, I guess. Right? So I can sympathetic. Sorry, sympathetic. I can sympathize people, right? So I can feel their emotions. I can understand their problems. So yeah, try to reduce those. And the first, you have to substitute something, right? You have to replace those noises with other things, other actions, which you might not come up with very quickly. So the first thing is read books. Come back to reading books, to old style paper-based books. It's really helpful. Your concentration will return, and your focus will return back to you, and you'll learn how to hold your emotions back together, and you will read books. First day will be harder. Just read 25 minutes per day. Don't go like on the first day 2 hours, and the second day 1 hour, and then you just stop on the third day. No, you have to increase it, but increase it very gradually. Take a simple book, like time management or whatever books is there, because the books are not complicated anymore today. And when you read, it's just spoken language. It's not like a literature, high vocabulary language. You just take a normal language. At least you read this spoken language books. I'm not trying to be like arrogant on something, but that's what I noticed, and that's what people read today, at least to keep our brain kind of balanced. So you read this book 20 minutes per day, 25. Maybe the next day you read 30 minutes. Maybe after a week you read 1 hour if you like the book, but don't push the boundaries at once. Just gradually, but don't also make it minimum. 20 minutes, 25. Just try to read books. Just and you make progress. When you read every day 10, 20 pages, 30 pages per day, and you multiply by 10 days, it's already one book. So if in 10 days you finish the book, that's perfect. 10 should be 2 weeks, in average, with a very slow pace. So yeah, that's the first thing. Second is sport. Always do sports. Whatever you can do: swimming, cycling, jogging. Go play football, tennis, basketball, volleyball, whatever sport are available to you, or come up with your own. Do some push-ups, pull-ups. You don't need any inventory if you don't have money. Just you can do on the floor some push-ups. That's it. Do some sit-ups, push-ups. Go outside. Go for a walk. Don't forget to walk every day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes with the sunlight. Yeah, because we need to walk, and walking helps a lot. Walking helps you grow. Walking helps your brain reset its settings, put all the thoughts in the in the correct, proper matrix settings set up, and then it digests information without music. That's the goal, right? Walk outside 20-30 minutes without the music. Just listen for the nature. Better in the park, in the forest, whatever you have near you, or drive specifically to some park or the forest. Walk the 20 minutes, go back if it's not so far away from you. Yeah, you'll notice the difference. So walk every day, do sports every second day, read book every day, learn something new, learn new languages. For example, I speak 5 languages, and English is not my native language, as you understood. My native is Russian. I'll tell you later in videos why. But yeah, so what we've talked today, to summarize, right? Get rid of your bad habits, bad noises, as I said, 3 of them, right? And replace them with good habits, with reading books, sports, walking. if you smoke, stop smoking, stop drinking alcohol, that's also killing you. So eat properly, good meal, not burgers, not fast food, not cola mola and so on. No, just drink proper milk. Don't even drink juices. It's a sugar drinks. No, drink water, drink tea without sugar. Coffee sometimes you can drink it. Reduce your sugar intake, reduce white bread intake. Eat proper proteins and so like basic stuff. I don't want to repeat that, but that's basically my focus was on three noises, but basic stuff. What I do, at least I reduce my sugar intake because I like a lot, I love sweets, but it's killing you, it's killing your body, it's killing everything, it's killing your skin in first. So eat healthy, do those good productive stuff, things, and think positively. Think positively. Be positive towards people. Don't offend others. Try to avoid conflicts. Be polite with people. Right? Nobody has to do something for you. Nobody has to do something for you. If you unless you pay, right? Yeah, that was me. Yerbolat Tashkeyev, my name. Or call me just Yeri or Yerbolat. So I will post more videos like that, so to share my thoughts, because I have a lot of thoughts to share, like on friendly basis. I don't want this fancy production, like fancy transition in videos. I want to send you and share my emotions, how I am, share my energy to, so you feel comfy, you feel relaxed, you feel calm, just calm down. Everything will be fine, Yeah. Just support me, so more people like yourself, like more good people like yourself, will see this video. Subscribe, comment, like, click on the ring so you don't miss any next videos. I hope I will be consistent with this. This is my next challenge, actually. I want to be consistent with my videos because I want to share my thoughts. I want to help people find their dreams, achieve their goals, get rid of bad habits, get rid of bad noises in our life, and be their best self, and be at their best state and achieve their best goals. Because probably in some parallel universe there is a perfect version of you which achieves everything and lives perfect life. So we have to catch up. Even I am not in perfect state, so I have to catch up with my best version. So peace, good luck to you. Hope you like it. Bye.